What's up, Raider Nation? Welcome to True Raider Podcast. I'm your host, True Raider. Now, man, you know what? This dude is a punk. This dude is absolutely a punk, man. I cannot believe what I am seeing, you guys. I cannot believe what I am seeing. You know, he makes me feel like a punk, right? Because Raider Nation, we're out here proudly representing for this man, proudly just, saying hire AP, hire AP. And then he goes and does some shit like this. Holy crap, you guys. So, I don't know if you guys have seen the news, but former Raiders coach Antonio Pierce has been spotted as a traitor. Let me pull this up real quick. For those of you over here on YouTube and Facebook, let me pull it up. I gotta tell you guys, I am pissed. I am absolutely pissed. There's no excuse for it. There is no excuse for this bullshit. And I'm kind of slacking because I forgot to download some of my images, man, because I'm so pissed off right now. So I'm doing that right now, trying not to get myself sidetracked, all right? Man, all right, this is the last one. So, what are your thoughts, you guys? Because to me, this is the absolute biggest bullshit of a bullshit that could happen. Win City Raiders say maybe he's spying. Just kidding. This is beep. Mas puto, laugh out loud, traitor. Exactly, bro. Exactly. I don't even know. I don't even know how to even try to comprehend this, right? Jay is saying, as a Raiders fan, we betrayed him. Nah, man. We didn't betray AP, man. He let us down because he didn't show up and do his best, right? Eric Bell is saying, dude, relax. I get it, right? I get it, but Raider Ryan saying FAP, FKC, and AP sell out. So I got to tell you guys that I understand why Antonio Pierce would go ahead and do this, because the dude isn't getting offered any other jobs, right? Let me see real quick over here. Ricky saying, come on, man, half the fan base wanted him gone. Now he's gone. What was he supposed to do? And the thing is, man, is that there were a lot of people that wanted him gone, right? And I wasn't screaming for AP to get out the building. Am I happier with what we have right now? Yes. But, man, I'm going to go ahead and pull up this article, man. I'm pissed, bro. I am pissed, straight up. So this is RaidersBeat.com. Former Raiders head coach Antonio Pierce spotted in red and yellow at rival training camp. This is from today. Since being fired by the Raiders, former head coach Antonio Pierce has mostly stayed out of the public eye. But on Wednesday, a video surfaced of Pierce at training camp with the Kansas City Chiefs. Pierce was filmed by Fox 4 Kansas City's Harold Kuntz. It doesn't look like Kuntz, I'll tell you that. And the former Vegas fan favorite, who became known for his Raiders chants, was clad in full Chiefs gear. Pierce no longer has ties to the Raiders, and it's worth noting that John Gruden has also been a guest at Chiefs practices, which makes you wonder if head coach Andy Reid is intentional in his efforts to publicly welcome former rival coaches to his practices and make them wear their colors. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to do that, bro. You didn't have to do all that. It's been a long time since Raiders head coach played the Chiefs as well as Pierce did in his short tenure with the team. So it makes sense that Reid and company would want to pick his brain for information. Steve Spagnuolo walking down the field with Antonio Pierce. Pierce in the Chiefs shorts. He's wearing a full Chiefs. This is bullshit. We learned in June that Pierce was receiving as much as $583 per month from the Raiders prior to being fired, and it has been rumored that he might take some time before returning to the coaching ranks. As of now, Pierce isn't listed on any college or NFL coaching staffs, but he did announce a new position 2 weeks ago with an upstart company called Athletes in Action. Not a lot is known about Athletes in Action, but based online their mission statement, it sounds like they offer some type of consultative service to amateur and professional athletes from their website. AIC was founded by a team of athletes, coaches, and business professionals who saw too many talented players overwhelmed by high-stakes decisions. We help athletes take full control of their futures with insight, access, and structure. Also, partner with athletes in control in Washington Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels, who played for Pierce at Arizona State. Daniels' official title with the organization is a brand ambassador, and he was welcomed to the group on the same day Pierce was announced. So, I mean, bro. New head coach, new scheme. Him and Spags are super close. Yeah. Is Dilly Doug. Yeah, him and Spags are super close, man. But the thing is, man, is that no. Mike C say, move on, nothing here. This we got to talk about this, right? Because everybody was all, John Gruden, and then the dude was over there at the Chiefs camp wearing Chiefs gear, right? And then here comes AP over at the Chiefs training camp wearing Chiefs gear. Why the F is he wearing that damn Chiefs hoodie? Why? Andrew Bubba Johnson, why are we wasting breath on this? He gave us his all. We fired him. He's got kids to feed. Who cares? Nah, man. All the shit that he talked about growing up a Raiders fan, Compton. This is a quote from Antonio Pierce. I don't like Kansas City. I hated the Chiefs growing up. We hated red, and anytime we see red, we go after them like a boss. Now, what the F is that? We go after them like a boss. I so wanted bro to stay unemployed. No, and that's the thing, right? Is that he's in a spot where it's like he's got to make a living, right? But why has he got to wear the Chiefs shit? I could even understand if he was wearing some kind of neutral, like even if he was wearing red and it didn't say Chiefs on it, right? This was a publicity stunt, right? Where they dressed him up in some Chiefs gear and they pranced him around in front of the cameras. What does that say about Raider Nation, right? All the shit that he talked over the last 2 years. And then Ron with the follow salute, man. And then all of a sudden he's going to come in here wearing the Chiefs shit. Straight up traitor, bro. Straight up, bro. Some bullshit, man. Some straight up bullshit. Pisses me off, man. I was over here saying shit like I believe the AP is going to be one of the next great fucking coaches in the NFL. Bro, come on, man. It's some bullshit. Chooks, calm down. The nation never forgets. And that's facts. And we keep receipts, bro. Robert, salute to you for sharing the live. I appreciate that. He was there with the Raiders for a cup of coffee. Yeah, but he talked so much damn shit, man. Talked so much damn shit. He was a seasoned marketing tool, and that's exactly it, right? Mike AP lame for this. Mike C should have never been hired in the first place. to coach the Raiders. And that's it, right? Is that it looked real good on the outside, right? We had this rah. He comes in as an interim coach and he talks everybody up and he gets everybody hyped up and they go out and they fight for him. And this defense looked good and our offense was trash, like how it's been, right? And then all of a sudden they're like, you know what, let's hire AP full time. And then he didn't do what he did to get to the position that he was at, to get us to where we were. What's good, Billy Davis? Salute to you, man. How do you know this is Chiefs training camp, bro? Because the article, man. So like, he did what he could to try to turn us around culture wise after the Josh McDaniels shit. Raiders are a better team now he's gone. And and the thing is, right, is that AP served his purpose here, right? He got us out of the Josh McDaniels bullshit, fucking Patriots, Las Vegas Patriots garbage shit that we were in, right? Yeah, this is for real, Hernandez. This is for real. And he helped shift our culture from that bullshit into getting back to Raiders, right? But that's all he could really do is help shift us out of the dumps into something that could get some proper trajectory, right? And then from there, Pete Carroll, he's going to be our guy, right? To actually let's back this up. Let's not just go in there and talk some shit and sound real good and wear some badass jackets, because the dude always had some badass Raiders jackets. And then, and then go out there and suck, win 4 games. It's like, let's go out there and put something different on the field. Hernandez with the follow. Salute, man. Appreciate you. Aqua, the organization didn't do him dirty, man. They gave him a head coaching position, not just interim, but an actual head coaching position when he was not qualified. He was not even qualified in the least bit. He wasn't even close. And we still took a flyer on him, man. Took a huge chance on him. We all sinners with the follow. Salute. Yeah, Somos Texas, we only gave him 1 year, but he showed us what he was about in that 1 year, right? Because he punked up. He absolutely became a punk. He came in here as an interim, hyped up, ready to battle. And then the next year, he's like, well, Tom Telesco and Luke Getzey, they said that we should start Gardner Minshew, right? And then later at the end of the year, he's like, I should have gone with my gut and I should have started AOC and blah, 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 and all this bullshit. Rob with the follow. Salute, man. So for all of that went down, for him to go ahead and be in a position where he's like, I'm just going to go ahead and go out there and wear some damn Chiefs gear. Nah, man. Marcus Allen went to the Chiefs, didn't he? Mike, see, I think you're right on that one, man. You know what? And I'm not that old. I became a Raider fan in 2001. I was 14, man. So I'm not going to try to bullshit like I know all this shit. Yeah, he did go to the Chiefs. Yeah, 93. Switched over to the Chiefs, man. I hate to see that kind of shit. I don't know the circumstances behind that, but Marcus got in Al's doghouse. Okay. Grim with the Raiders. F the Chiefs. But the man has to earn for himself and family. I get it, man. I get it. KG with the Raiders. What's good, man? We all sinners. Rich Gannon was a Chief, went to the Raiders. See, and that I can respect. Come to the dark side. You know what I'm saying? Come to the proper side. KG saying he ain't a real Raider, and he ain't, man. He ain't. You know who else ain't a real Raider, bro? I'll pull this shit up on screen. Hold up, man. We have some news. about the Rams quarterback, Matthew Stafford, per Ian Rappaport. Says sources Rams QB Matthew Stafford is dealing with an aggravated disc and has received an epidural to help him deal with it. Los Angeles has called him week to week, being cautious, but with plans for him to be ready for week one. And the reason I bring this up is for two reasons, right? Two reasons why I bring up Matthew Stafford. One is that we had off-season reports saying that we were, he went skiing with Tom Brady and we were going to pull in Matthew Stafford, right? And apparently we were all in on Matthew Stafford and he used us as a damn leverage piece to go and get paid, right? And here he is, week to week, with a back injury. Looks like we won on that one, right? We dodged a bullet. We kept ourselves from being in a position, because imagine if we had gone out and gotten Matthew Stafford and we were sitting here right now going, damn, dude, is he even going to start? Is he even going to be able to play? Like, I'm telling you, man, I would be pissed. I'd be freaking the fuck out, right? Holy shit. And so then you take this whole news about Matthew Stafford and it gets sweeter, man. It gets sweeter. And yeah, I'm all pissed off today and I'm just talking some shit and I don't care. I don't give a damn. That's what we doing today. We talking shit. So Devonte Adams, he was caught on a hot mic on a Netflix show receiver saying, I got to get up out of Las Vegas before I get myself killed. Getting thrown these hospital balls by Jimmy G. Where, right? And he went over there and he fought to go to the Jets. And he goes over there to the Jets to go play with Aaron Rodgers, and they sucked. They absolutely sucked. Not only did they suck, Fernando with the follow salute. They sucked. But then the Jets said, we're moving on from Aaron Rodgers, right? Now he's a Steeler, which my wife is a Steelers fan, and she's kind of intrigued by that. That's cool. But Devonte Adams ended up being a Ram. And he was all pumped up because he gets to get a real quarterback thrown to him now with Matthew Stafford. Mo Moten put on Twitter, or X earlier, says, we're going to see Jimmy G start for the Rams this upcoming season. But if Kyle Shanahan can get the Niners to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G, Sean McVay could at least get the Rams to the playoffs with him. I just want to know if Adams wants to get out of LA to save his life. Boom! This dude talking mad shit. So here we go. Jimmy G gets to go catch some hospital balls from none other than Jimmy Garoppolo. It don't get no sweeter than that, man. It really don't. It really, really don't. Oh, man. That shit is crazy. Absolutely crazy, bro. So we got AP being a traitor. We got Devonte Adams getting what he deserves in Vegas. In LA. Which, I loved that we got Tay, man. I did. But Jimmy G and his side hoe Tay. But the thing is, man, is that Diva Adams, man, I liked having him over here, bro, but he left from here and he talks so much fucking shit. So much shit. It's whack. It's whack the kind of people that we're bringing in the building. But on some better news, there was a trade, right? And if you guys didn't catch a trade, SC, I'll talk about the Antonio Pierce thing more if you want in a minute. But AP fucking up. But right now I want to touch on the fact that Jacorian Bennett, our cornerback, who we thought was our best cornerback, was traded to the Eagles for Thomas Booker. And Thomas Booker, and we talked about this the other day, right? And I put out a video, we did a live about it, but I'm bringing it up again, right? Thomas Booker is a defensive tackle who played for 17 games last year with the Eagles. He only had 2 starts, but that Eagles defensive line is absolutely stacked, right? So for him to get that much play, 831 with the share salute, man. I appreciate that. With it being that stacked on the defensive line, for this guy to play in all 17 games, I think that says something. And this guy, Shifty QB1, he tweeted, legendary offensive lineman Lane Johnson isn't happy with the Eagles trading defensive tackle Thomas Booker. The quote is, he has all the tools, and with the right coaching staff, he will be a Pro Bowler. The Raiders got a good one. I tell you, man, on the live, there was a couple of Eagles fans that jumped on, and they were like, yo, man, like, straight up, you guys take care of Booker out there, because he was viewed as being next man up. You know what I'm saying? And Jacorian Bennett, some more news kind of came out. It sounds like there was a whole lot of concerns about Jacorian Bennett's shoulder injury. He's been dealing with that injury since college, and he missed 10 games last season because of this shoulder injury. And he just, even though he was good while he was on the field, your best ability is your availability, right? And so if you can't actually get reps on the field and playing games, then what good are you, right? So that's just kind of how it is. He was looking like he was probably going to be our 4th, maybe 5th cornerback on the depth chart. And that means a lot, right? Because that means that Eric Stokes is taking that step up. That means Darian Porter, a rookie, is looking real good. And it looks like that's number 1 and number 2. And Jacorian Bennett just kind of fell off. And there was a rumor swirling that the Raiders were actually looking to trade Jacorian Bennett before training camp, and things just kind of didn't come out that way. And he was just the odd man out during camp. And I think his shoulder injury kind of slowed him up a bit, but also the fact that he's significantly shorter than every other defensive back that we have, right? Pete Carroll brought in a bunch of guys that are, 3, 4, 5 inches taller than Jacorian Bennett with longer wingspan, and he just doesn't measure up, right? And it kind of is what it is, short corners can be good, man, but this offense, this defense is so different, man, that it's like, I don't know, man. I just don't think he fit the mold. He didn't fit the Pete Carroll mold. He didn't fit what we're doing moving forward. They saw an opportunity to flip him for a defensive tackle. And honestly, man, I watched a tape breakdown. Sanji T on YouTube. If you haven't gone to his page yet, go check him out, man. He did a film breakdown, and these were a lot of the film that he broke down were reps that he didn't really get the stats during those reps, right? But you could see that he was beating the offensive lineman that he was going against, and the play just happened to go out of his reach, right? And so it was really good to kind of watch those kind of things, because that just kind of means that you put him in the right position, and those wins against offensive linemen are going to turn into stats. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. All right. So that's about all the other material that I had today. Let's go ahead and go back. Damn, I lost my fucking... Are you kidding me? That sucks. My bad, guys. We lost TikTok. I had my phone plugged in, but it was so dead. It didn't survive. Didn't survive the fight, man. Damn. Well, let's see if we end up getting back online, man. See if we end up getting back online. I feel like I had something else pulled up. Let me go check it out real quick. No. It looks like we covered all that. So I'm definitely gonna be. I'm gonna be live tomorrow. We're gonna be doing the watch party like we do every year. During the game, it's gonna be Raiders versus Seahawks preseason game number one. So that's 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, my time. So it's 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. I will be here. I got to tell you guys, man. I just had a surgery, and so I'm having a hard time sitting in the sitting in this position for that long, right? And typically I end up here for hours for a game. So we might only do the first half. We'll see how it goes and how I'm feeling, but I definitely will be here. I'll probably jump on, I don't know, 20 minutes before the game or something. So I'll be looking out for you guys. I hope you guys are looking out for me. Like always, I love you, nation. I'll catch you on the next one.